your boy Lonzo Ball came out, and these were his words. All right, nobody listens to Nas anymore. Migos and Future are real hip hop now.
Oh my god,
Migos and Future are real hip hop now.
Even if they're on top of the game more than Nas is, that is so blasphemous.
That's so blasphemous. Let me tell y'all something. All right, I fuck with Migos and I fuck with Future, but let me tell you something right now, man. All right, they will never reach the level of Nas. Maybe popularity wise, they're more popular.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm telling you right now, like just legendary status. Some people's eyes, people think that Migos and Future are legends at this point in time right now, and I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But not over Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't do that. It's just...
Even if they have more popularity at this moment, it's still not over Nas.
Like, Migos came out with the album that's called Culture. Lonzo saying this is actually disrespecting the hip-hop culture. Nas is like a pillar, and like, when you say, all right, what is hip-hop? And tell me in 5 artists. You know what I'm saying? Nas is going to be one of those artists. It just is what it is. Like in that 5 category, he's probably in most people's top 5 dead or alive of all time. You know what I mean? And some people's, they're his number 1.
Yeah.
So how could you fix your mouth to say that? I know he was born. I think he was born in 97.
Was he drunk? No, like that.
He was on lean. He was on Percocet or something. I don't know what it was.
Sideways.
He was on a Molly.
Talking sideways.
I think it was. They got a new show on Facebook. It's a Facebook original show. It's a reality show based on the Ball family, LeVar Ball, and all those. And I think that's where he said it at. But what was really intriguing about the whole thing was Lil B, Bass God, came out and warned him, "You're gonna catch this curse." Now, if y'all don't know, the last person to catch this curse, and it's still affecting him to this day, is James Harden. We've seen what happened in the finals when James Harden just kind of choked. Didn't really give you what he wanted. It's the Bass God curse. Okay?
It's the infamous
Bass God. Bass God came out and basically, gave him a fair warning, like, yo, watch your mouth. And those were his words. Watch your mouth.
Yeah. Respect.
Right? Respect the legends.
Yeah.
Right?
You need to.
And then it came out when Nas's manager said they never heard of Lonzo Ball, which to me kind of sounds like when you're hurt and you try to lie, like you're not hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Nas. See, I know y'all heard. I know Nas is a basketball fan. I know he knows who the fuck Lonzo Ball is.
Yeah.
But what do you think about all this, man? What's your feelings about all this?
Well, it's disrespectful. Don't disrespect legends. Don't disrespect people who pay the way for the people you're trying to say are better.
Right.
That's not that in itself ain't right.
This is not right.
And it's funny that Nas would say that. Like, who is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? like Conor McGregor. Like, who the fuck? No, but
like a mobster. He's like a Italian mobster. Hey, who the fuck is this guy? Huh? Hey, fuck you.
No, but I mean, he's just obviously not educated in the game of hip hop still. Like, he's one of the people that I speak of that when I say, doesn't know their history in hip hop, obviously.
I think this was the same asshole that said that 21 Savage was better than Jay-Z. Which, to be honest with you, I think I did give 21 Savage a higher rating than Jay-Z.
We did.
We did, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, we did.
But that doesn't mean that
he's a better artist.
Yeah, our full feeling towards them.
Right.
Like, he's rated as in his entire career higher than nah.
I told you when I rate albums, I rate them based off of the artist and what it is they're trying to deliver, not against other artists.
Yeah.
All right. So whenever you hear me say that
someone gets a lower rating than someone else,
right?
Like, it ain't saying they're better
not in
than
the same neighborhood.
Like, not at all. This person's price could be doper than this person that's higher than them, but on our ratings, but that don't mean shit. That don't mean that they're better. I mean,
no, because I don't ever think that 21 Savage will ever be better than Jay-Z. Yeah. But I got to give props to Jay-Z though, because he's definitely a 21 Savage fan. So I I know he's up on the culture, but listen,
he is a savage.
He's a savage. It's just kind of wild, man. Cause we've reached that point where the new generation is like, fuck this shit. Like, and it sucks. We always talk about this shit. We always talk about this shit all the time, but it's like, dog, is it ever going to be like the point where the new generation and the old generation can get along?
We're trying to be that bridge.
We are. But I'm going to tell you right now, the new both generations got to stop being disrespectful to the other generation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're never going to get on the same level, man. There's no reason that Nas can't be in the same studio as Future. Jay-Z did it and it came out pretty tight. But there's no reason that these artists can't work together, figure out a way to, coincide with each other. The new generation, you have to respect the old, and the old has to be able to look at the new and say, hey, I see where you're going with this. Let me tweak you here and there. You know what I mean? And the new generation's got to look at the old generation and says, hey, look, that's dope, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit to make it sound a little bit more fresh. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There should be some of that going on.
And no for the culture. And no beefs. Like beefs between old school and new school artists and shit. That's like ridiculous. To me, it's like, come on.
Why can't we get on the same page? Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck is this such a fucking problem?
It's just too hard for them. Like,
why is everybody such dickheads in this shit? Everybody's a dickhead to the other side. Why?
Because to be honest, I think it's because their feelings like there's not enough room for all of us to be on top or to be the money maker and everything. If you're making money, you're taking money from me.
Right.
So.
That's another thing the old heads got to understand. The hip hop is for the youth. It's for the youth. That's who controls the game.
And they probably had their time as well.
Old heads had it. Listen, let me tell you something.
They had their time.
I was watching the video of the Hot Boys. It's an unreleased documentary of the Hot Boys. It was before BG dropped. What fucking album was that? What was his album when he was with Cash Money? One of his first albums.
Chopper City.
No, it was before that.
Before Chopper City?
Before Chopper City.
Jesus.
They hadn't even popped off yet, okay? They hadn't even popped off yet.
Be Jizzle.
It was, I forget. How you living? Something like that.
Get It How You Live.
Get It How You Live. That's what it was, okay?
He had volume 1, volume 2. Get It How You Live.
It was during that time,
yeah.
All right? And I'm watching this video, bro, and I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers look like they're like 19, 20 years old. They were young as shit.
Yeah.
They all look young as shit, okay? So they had their time.
Especially Lil Wayne.
I watched Lil Wayne.
Especially Baby Wayne.
I think he didn't even have his braids yet.
No,
okay.
He had a baby fro.
A little baby fro, okay?
Yeah.
It looks like a child walking through this shit. He's like 13 years old.
They're carrying him around and shit.
It's like, yo, everybody had their fucking time. That's the same thing the old heads got to understand. Like, look, y'all had y'all time. The new age is winning right now. They doing their thing. But the new age has also got to respect the legends. You got to respect the legends for what they did.
Yeah, definitely.
You watch that documentary, Cash Money pretty much laid the groundwork for a lot of people.
Being flashy and all that shit.
Right.
Flaunting.
That's what it was. Number one stunner. What?
Yeah.
Who was doing that before that? On that level like that.
Yeah.
Ignorant. I mean, you had the stylish people that have been doing it since day one, but like, ignorant like that?
Yeah, like...
Nobody's...
I'm from the Magnolia Projects. Right. And I'm over here with all of this gold and a Lamborghini.
Right. Like, the Eddie Bauer.
Yeah, like... What?
Expedition.
Yeah, they're stunning.
Yeah, y'all got... Just go back and just look at some of this shit with the old heads and with what you consider old heads. And just realize that they was young like y'all niggas too. They were ignorant. They were running wild. They was fucking hoes. They did
it before you did it.
They did all that shit before you fucking...
Before you were born a lot of times. It was before you were born or when you were a little one.
You were a baby.
And your parents were jamming that shit.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? And we're like, man, that's the shit. That's my jam.
Right.
And you're over in the back seat in the crib or you're just in a little toddler seat listening to it as well. And there are artists that you were listening to growing up. So show that respect.
Just show the respect.
Yeah, just show that respect. And then, like you said, old school, show some respect to the youth as long as they show the respect to you. Well, they disrespect you, back that shit up and show them how the old school handle that shit.
Right. The another thing the old school gotta understand is that y'all niggas were young heads too, and nobody could tell y'all shit. Mm-hmm. Old heads are trying to tell you shit. You wasn't listening to these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? No. So The tables are turned, and you acting like a whole asshole. You acting like the old head right now. Like
no, like the
let
old
these motherfuckers breathe.
No.
I don't know. We'll figure out how to way to bridge.
You went against the grain. They're trying to just go against the grain. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They're doing the same thing.
Just a different
it's
way.
Different. You don't like
different. You don't like it because it ain't the way you did it.
Right. But and they didn't like you either.
Yeah.
The old heads, they didn't like you.
Exactly.
When you were doing shit.
Yeah, the old
heads.
You think
people fucking, nope. You think people gave, I remember when it was the Cash Money Rough Riders tour. And I remember the old heads were wilding out because they had girls that they were twerking on stage. Yeah. And it was getting a little freaky on stage. All right.
I've been to a few concerts growing up like when it was like that. Yeah.
Right. The old heads was like, yo, this is disgusting. What kind of bullshit is this? This is just horrendous. That's how they treated that shit.
Oh yeah.
Now these same motherfuckers that was doing that shit have reached old head status and they're looking back at this shit like, this is horrendous. What is he doing?
Have some respect. Have some respect for yourself. Have some dignity.
Right. That's how they're talking now. So it's like, let these motherfuckers
show some dignity.
Act ignorant. You know what I'm saying?